Welcome back. Now we are going to wire the whole car. So Quina's down. We're going to start smashing through the entire wiring loom. I've got a little bit of plumbing to do, a couple of oil lines which the engine needs to be back in, which is what I did last video. Basically, a little plumbing, prime it, wire it, start it. We get to hear it, and that's what it's all about. This is all that matters. And then we're going to dyno it. That is also going to be an awesome experience. So let's get into it. Quite a smashing through the loom, which we'll go through in a minute, and I'll show you. It's just a big old pile of spaghetti, but it's becoming a loom. I've been doing all the little stuff, sleeved up the dry sump lines. I'm doing the hard lines for the wastegates now, and then we're ready for fluids. It's ready for oil. We need one piece of hose this long. It would be ready for water/coolant. First startup, always water only. Don't know if anyone's told people that, but that's definitely a thing. I need a drive belt. I need my dry sump belt. I don't know what size drive belt I have now because we're DC power alternator, underdrive Ross. Water pump pulley with a different Ross balance than what I used to run, so that's just a guessing game. Genuinely just buy one, fit it. Doesn't fit, go longer, shorter, till you get it right. That's it. Then we'll prime it up. We've got to wait till Tuesday. Today's Sunday. Tomorrow's public holiday. Great. So maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, fire up hopefully. So we're still on for a first start in this video. Made all the hard lines. I got to this point where I needed to cut it there, put the cherry on, flare it. The flare requires a certain section of straight. I needed about that much. By the time you add that, it ends up being way too long. So what I actually did was remade this line again before I did that bend, flared it, guessed the bend, turned out amazing. First time doing it, so I'm pretty happy with it. And for anyone wondering why I've done this, under here, lots of hot stuff. This is the hot side of the motor. We've avoided any wiring loom apart from EGT's, EMAP, and about 3 things on this side. Everything else is on the cold side of the loom. Basically, less failure points. Stainless lines to join them, then there will be a braided line up to the firewall to the MAC valve where the mount is, but that's away from heat. We can sleeve that. No failures at the track, and they're a really annoying thing to change. So yeah, future-proofing. Very nice. Grabbed a bit of wire and measured what I think the drive belt's gonna be, and the number was 4PK830. I've never in my life had this work properly. It gets you close. I've got an 835 and an 845 if I'm slightly wrong. If I'm really wrong, I'll go back to rep code. So let's whack this on. Belt number 3, 845. Is what we're up to. Belts on, things, dry sump mandrels moved. Engine loom is this, so the coils are there, injectors need to be done, knock sensors are done, oil pressure temp, grounds. The rest of this is body, so like headlights, indicators. I think Quintus wants to finish off a lot of it on the car, or at least get the links right with injectors, cam and crank triggers, some of that stuff. And then the body loom, we'll sort of probably pull it back out to finish that, but we're also waiting on some stuff. I don't have a drive-by-wire plug, reverse camera from Haltech, which Quintus is gonna run through the main loom so it's neat, and then otherwise he'd probably be finishing that soon. this is day, not sure. Quana's been wiring, which I'll show you a bunch of that soon. At this point, he's done 90% of the boot, minus one power cable, but I only just picked up an isolator. Been driving for 3 hours getting parts. He's wired up most of the engine minus injector coil loom. I'll film some wiring stuff in a minute, but once it's a bit more complete, or otherwise it's sort of hard when you're looking at it halfway through. I've made a new dash panel. So obviously our 2 Haltech CAN keypads. This is our main stuff for like nitrous, all that kind of stuff, anti-lag. This will be start, stop, probably start, crank, no spark, indicate left and right, hazards, rear brake light on and off, and wipers and stuff like that. All just the basic car functions. Obviously isolator and main ignition switch, which I ideally want to go to just be flicked off. So if something weird happens to the car, it will have fire suppression in it, but you could just go engine off, poosh, if something weird happens. I did just go spotlight. We'll spade wrap this, then we'll put the starter, do a bunch of stuff, and we might be starting it soon. Or maybe not. Maybe every fitting I did will leak. Who knows? This is day 5, wiring. Quana's been going for 5 days. I'm sort of done with crap in the engine bay, so we're actually up to, I'm helping him do some wiring, but I'm doing the easy stuff. I'm doing power cable to fuse up to isolator. Quana's already made isolator surlocks to the R3 and the PD16, then into engine bay, alternator, starter, grounds. That's about it. Quana's got a bunch of little stuff he's doing, core pack looms, injector looms. Then we're almost ready to power up the system, upload the map and see what it's doing. I've got to drain the fuel tank, flush out the oil system one more time. And then when we start it today. It's got the drain plug in here. It hasn't just gone straight to the ground. Oh, that's taking in heaps. That took heaps, yeah. It's leaking. Fuck yeah. Good start.
So please tell me him's leaking. Sorry, wow. I mean loose. I started with Al.
Tell me him's leaking.
This is it. So we're putting water in now. It was leaking, but we fixed that. One of the fittings just had like a slight bad surface on it. So it's nothing Cam did, nothing to do with fab, nothing to do with anything, doesn't matter. So we put water in, see if it leaks. We've already got oil primed up for the dry sump. We're gonna run probably 5 litres of running oil through just straight to a drainer. Change that oil filter, another oil filter on, prime the motor, fire it up, first start. Do like 20-30 minutes, get up to 10%, which the block grows, see what the time belt's doing, and then change it all again, and then on the dyno. If there's anything wrong with it, it's probably just going to be a major issue. Like it needs to go back to the engine builder type thing. And yes, it sounds like I'm saying that too relaxed, but that's literally what's going to happen. It's either going to be perfect, or it's going to have big problems, real big problems. Right, so I've run the dry sump primer for approximately 15 minutes, which is interesting because we've got an oil temperature of about 90. If you look here, she's warm, but we're sitting at 70. Quana's over here doing some final stuff. We are just going to confirm timing. I've already loosened the timing belt because we've got to actually have slack in it because the billet block's gross. So I've loosened the timing belt, literally timing light to get our 0 marker, then flick injectors on and see what happens. Okay, before we do anything, do we want to do a crank? I'm nervous now. You want me to press the start button? Yeah, fuck off, mate. Round 2. Yeah, Quana had the start switch clutch condition enabled, and obviously he's not pressing the clutch, so it wouldn't let the starter motor work. Yep. Getting a spark signal. All right, I'm ready to check timing when you are. Go 10 degrees back. Go. Give me 2 degrees. Dead on. Dead on? Spot on.
Sounded like it was a bit dicky on one, but it's come good.
Yeah. But you remember that's the first time these rings have moved properly. Just so you know, I haven't turned this motor over. I did the time belt, did 2 spins, haven't moved.
I'll feel the injectors are on.
Alright, go into crank and fuel corrections and just do a little bit more. Yep, go. Yep. Yeah. Just go again. Go again. Go again. She sounds grumpy as fuck. Give it all. That was close. Come on. Do the fucking roll. Yep. What was that? What did you just change? Because that's exactly what I didn't want it to do on first start, is rip its head of itself. Go again. Close. That's close, whatever you're doing there. That was just really low RPM, obviously. Can you go idle target up now? Go again. What was that? Oh, 12. 1200. What do you want to go down or down?
I'd almost go up. That sounded light.
Was that 12? That was 12.
Yeah, try that.
Yep. Yep.